What's good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be going over the top 10 players within NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, before I dive into any of this, I do want to say this is my list, and this is for both current gen and next gen specifically. So, if a player thinks on current gen, they probably won't be on the list, and if the player thinks on next gen, they simply probably won't be on this list in general. So that's just how I compiled this list. For a guy like David Robinson, I'm high on David Robinson on one of the gens. I just don't like the card on current gen, so it's just part of it. So a guy like David Robinson is probably pretty close to being top 10, but in my top 10, he just doesn't quite make the cut. Now, before we dive any further, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we're on the road to 70,000 subscribers. We're going to start this list off with a card that came out just about a month and a half ago in the Invincible Bill Russell card. 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 61 Hall of Famers, 10 on gold, 98 or above in every stat that matters. Badge-wise, legitimately is perfect. Defensively is perfect. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, Ty, Bill Russell is eventually going to get outclassed. He's eventually going to get outdated. Now, here's the thing. If I have one guy to play at the power forward position between a guy like Bill Russell and between a guy like David Robinson, I'm going to take Bill Russell. He's a card that you can green consistently with, whether you're on current gen or next gen. He's a card that still can burst incredible. He's incredible on the defensive end. He's just one of those cards that I feel like is always going to be able to hold it down. Now, do I wish he had small forward eligibility? Absolutely. If he had small forward eligibility, I would be even higher on him. But even at the power forward position, he's still a top card in the game. And I think a lot of people are just quick to get rid of Bill Russell when they don't stop. And then you just need to stop and realize what Bill Russell gives you. Incredible defensively. Offensively, does have the Ray Allen base. I'm high on Bilski. Give me Bilski over anybody else that doesn't make this list. Kind of a complete 180 here for the Dark Matter Ben Simmons, who does come in at number 9 on my top 10 player list. Point guard wise, how many point guards are going to outclass this card? 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, hot spots everywhere. Now, badge wise, yes, he leaves a little bit to be desired for the time we're in because the card came out over, let's do it, May, June. He came out over 2 months ago, about 2.5 months ago. So, of course, badge wise, he is going to be lacking a little bit. We expect a new Ben decently soon, and he is just going to be incredible. 94 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 95 spell, 90 pointer, 96 speed acceleration, 97 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame showtime, shooting wise, perfect, playmaker wise, solid. Defensively can hold it down. So I get it. Yes, he doesn't have as many Hall of Fame badges as some of the other cards that you might want. Next gen wise, has the Pro to escape. If you are on current, yes, I know his behind the back isn't great. His Pro 8 tween is okay. But the big thing is on current gen, he has the burst. And if you know anything about current gen and the way it's played right now, the burst is really all you need. Coming in at number 8 for me is the new Dark Matter Invincible Shaq card. I say new, he's about a week and a half old. Now, to me, I prefer this Shaquille O'Neal to the likes of a David Robinson type card. Now, this is all preference based again, and this is just my specific opinion. But I just prefer Shaq. 7'1", 7'7" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 65 Hall of Famers, 6 on gold. Stat-wise, obviously, badge-wise, you know what he's going to give you. Every Hall of Fame defensive badge. Now, I get it. On current gen, Shaq can't necessarily run fluid, but with the burst, how many times are you going to run with Shaq? Yes, if you maybe get a steal and want to run into for a showtime dunk, you might notice it. But other than that, you shouldn't really notice it with Shaq. Gallo base on very quick dribble style, Pro 2 size of escape. Obviously, he's not going to be able to do that. But he does have the Pro 2 tween as well as the Pro 3 boom in the back. I think Shaq, and not to say he's slept on in the community because I'm not a big fan of the Gallo base on very quick for anybody. I think that's a hard release to green. So I'm not going to sit here and say he's slept on, but I think this player build that Shaq has and the uniqueness of it is slept on in the community. Shaq is one of my top center power forwards in the game, coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 for me is a card that might play forever in the Dark Matter, Kawhi Leonard. Now, I say might just because he's only 6'7", and that's the tough part about it when you compare Kawhi to the likes of who I have at number 4 on my list or even number 5. It's just tough because the shooting guard position is getting better and better. Although his wingspan is 7'3", the 6'7" height is definitely noticeable. Hot spots from everywhere. 56 Hall of Famers, 14 on gold. Stat wise, I mean, he's not an invincible Kawhi. I expect to see an invincible Kawhi at some point this year. but he basically might as well be. Like, when we get our invincible Kawhi, yes, stat-wise, he might just get a little bit better badge-wise too, but this card is basically the best Kawhi we are going to see. Tendency-wise, perfect. Sig-wise, here's the thing. Ray Allen base, I love Kawhi's upper on very quick. Shifty dribble style, pro 2 sides of escape, pro 3 movement on the back. And the thing about Kawhi Leonard is he has his own signature defensive player kind of stance. So Kawhi is going to beat people up on the defensive end. The problem with it is he's only 6'7" at this stage. So when you come up against the likes of a Ben Simmons, not to say Kawhi is a bad matchup for him, but I'd rather Ben Simmons be guarded by somebody like a Giannis, somebody like maybe just that has that little more height, even like an Kirilenko. Still love Kawhi because he is a green machine. Speaking of the dark matter invincible Giannis Antetokounmpo card, he comes in here at number 6 on this list. 6'11", 7'4", wingspan, hot spots forever, 65 Hall of Famer, 7 on gold. I think this is Giannis's best card. Now, I just hope eventually 2K gives us a Giannis with only a quick release. Now, it's hard because the current gen and next gen thing. I can't wait until everybody's on one gen, guys. YouTube-wise, just community-wise, it's going to be so nice. This is going to be the most difficult year in general just because it's so split. But I cannot wait till everybody's on one gen. Stat-wise, perfect. Badge-wise, basically perfect. Tendency-wise, there's not much. It really all comes down to the release. If you're on current gen, the quick release is better. Still with the very quick release in the catch and shoot setting, you should green the majority of shots. Even off the dribble, you can green. It's just a lot tougher. Shifty dribble style, pro 2 sides of escape on next gen. Obviously, he's going to be able to do that. Current gen, no. Pro 3 movement on the back. Giannis is incredible. He's a card if I was to go out in 250K, if it was today, he would be my starting small forward probably. But it comes down to you got to be green with that release off the catch and shoot. Coming in at number 5 for me is still probably one of my top shooting guards in the game. In Kirilenko, 6'9", 7'4", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 56 Hall of Famers, 13 on gold. Now, AK stat-wise isn't going to be as good as some of the top guys we see, right? He only has a 90 driving dunk, 85 standing dunk, ball handle's only a 90. I say speed with ball is only a 94, but for some of the top guards in the game, that's really where it is. But look at the defensive stats. This is where you really notice it. Hall of Fame Showtime shooting-wise is perfect. Now, the best part about AK, yes, I love the Hall of Fame ankle breaker, but the best part about AK is this right here. Base 98 on very quick, and AK is literally a green machine. Yes, the base 98 on very quick is a super quick release, but for Kirilenko, it's one of the smoothest releases in the game. Shifty dribble style, pro 2 sides of escape on next gen can do that. Pro 3 movement on the back. Listen, I think AK is a lot better on current gen compared to next gen. He's great on both gens. He's just that guy that you can plug in there at the shooting guard position and not have to worry about anything. Like, he's going to be able to hold it down offensively. Defensively, he's solid as well. I wouldn't necessarily recommend running AK at the point guard position just because I think he's better off as that secondary ball handler, but that's just my opinion. Now, coming in here at number 4, we do have the new Team USA Pantheon LeBron James, and put the invincible LeBron James right here as well. If you're going to play LeBron at small forward, this LeBron is just a tiny bit better, but they're basically the same card. I like this LeBron just because I'd probably play him at shooting guard a little bit more. 6'9", 7'4", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 54 Hall of Famers, 15 on gold, 96 3 ball, 98 driving dunk, 96 speed ball, 93 ball, 97 speed acceleration, 97 lateral quickness, great rebounder. So if you're wondering, well, Ty, why would you not just put the invincible LeBron? Because they're basically the same card. Hall of Fame Showtime, shooting-wise perfect, playmaker-wise perfect, defensively basically perfect, tendency-wise, what more could you want? XM base, LeBron upper on very quick. When I first used this release, I wasn't sure of it, but the more I use it, especially in like a competitive type setting or even an unlimited type setting, the more I do indeed like it. Quick dribble stop, pro 2 tween, pro 3 movement on the back. So whether you're on current gen or next gen, the dude's gonna be incredible. XM base honestly is better on next gen. It's more impactful, I would say, but it's still one of the top releases on current gen. And if you're just looking for a shooting guard small forward that can hold it down, and if you want a shooting guard, if you want to run LeBron as your primary ball handler, this is the LeBron for you, right? Because he does have that shooting guard eligibility, has the XM base. This LeBron is absolutely elite. Coming in at number 3, we do see the Invincible Taco Fall card. 7'5", 8'2" wingspan with hotspots from just that left corner. And if that's really the deal breaker for Taco, right? This is one of the cards that I had no idea where I would rank, and I think 3 is the perfect spot for Taco. Now, for some people, they'd have a Taco at number 1. Some people probably would have Taco below number 5, but I think 3 is a perfect spot for me. Like I said, hot spots are obviously an issue, but the height and wingspan is incredible. 59 Hall of Famers, 3 on gold. Stat-wise, we're not even going to talk about it. Everything above a 95. Hall of Fame Showtime, shooting-wise, perfect. You want to apply Deadeye, though. Play-wise, you're going to want to apply some badges as well. Quick first step. If you have that on Hall of Fame, definitely give that to him. And then defensively is absolutely elite. Tendency-wise for Taco is perfect. Jump shot 47 on very quick. Not a problem with that. That's a great release. It's the Joel Embiid Thon Maker release. Shift dribble style. Pro 2 side escape. Pro 2 tween. Pro 3 move by the back. I think Taco is more impactful on next gen. But even on current gen, the dude is incredible. I've used him. I have him on my account. And I'm super glad I got him. But I don't think he's quite the best card in the game. And that might sound bad to say, but if you are on current gen, the lack of hotspots do hurt Taco. I'd be lying to say they don't. That combined with the fact that my Taco doesn't even have the Hall of Fame quick first step. There's just some slight things for Taco that I wish he had that mine doesn't. But still, Taco's incredible. If you grind for him, you're getting a top 3 card in the game. The 2 cards I have above Taco are both extremely tall and both basically, they're very similar to Taco. Now, Kareem is 3 inches shorter. Obviously, wingspan-wise is shorter as well. But Kareem does some things that Taco can't do. Hotspots from everywhere. 62 out of Fame badges, 5 on gold. Stat-wise, probably a little bit better than Taco. Badge-wise, basically going to be the same. Kareem does need, I don't want to say need, but he could use the Hall of Fame range added. But most Kareems you see up are probably going to have that badge. Playmaker-wise, perfect. Defensively is perfect as well. Tendency-wise, ideal. Jump shot 21 on very quick. Same release as the other Kareem, right? So if you were greening with this Kareem right here, you're going to be able to green with the invincible Kareem. Shifty dribble style only does have the Pro 1 size of escape, Pro 3 move by the back. Pro 3 move by the back as well as the burst on current gen is all Kareem needs. I honestly think Kareem's way better on current gen than next gen. That's part of it. I think Taco might be the better card on next gen, but I'll take Kareem on current gen. I value current gen a little bit more. That is why Kareem is 1 step ahead of Taco Fall. Coming in as my best player in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM is the Dark Matter Invincible Bol Bol card. 7'2", 7'7" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. 65 Hall of Famers, 4 on gold, 99s in every stat that matters. Hall of Fame Showtime. Shooting wise, I mean, look at the badges he doesn't have. Flash passer, Lob City passer, and steady shooter. Teardropper, Giant Slayer. Everything else this Bol Bol card comes with. And trust you when I say the dude is incredible. Movement wise, burst wise, if you're on current gen is incredible. If you're on next gen, has the Pro 2 size of escape, can curry, Pro 3 move on the back. Like, there's not one thing this card can't do. I absolutely love the Brook base on very quick. I could sit here and talk all day about Bol Bol. But the reason I have him above Taco Fall, above Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is just because of the versatility. Small forward, power forward, right? You're not limited to just the center power forward. And the thing is, movement-wise, Bol Bol is just the best. If you know, you know, Bol Bol is my top player in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for my top 10 players within NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. If you didn't see your favorite card on this list, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but this is my list solely. Okay, if you didn't see Dirk and you're high on Dirk, I'm sorry. If you didn't see Michael Jordan and you're super high on MJ, I'm sorry. Same thing for a guy like Luka, guys like maybe Jason Tatum, K Disney, who I don't like on current gen. There's just a lot that goes into it. So if you're on current gen and don't see a card that you specifically like, if you're on next gen, it can go either way. But I do think my top 10 is pretty solid, right? These are the guys that I actually looked at it for a little bit longer than normal, trying to make sure my top 10 looked as it should. And that's the rankings I came up with. But let me know who I was too high on, who is I too low on, and who ultimately did I leave off the list that deserved a spot. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.